Join me as I dive into the mystery of whether the Scythians really drank blood in ancient rituals. I'm going to dig up the facts and see if there's any truth to this wild claim. The Scythians were a nomadic people who roamed the Eurasian steppes from the 9th to the 3rd century BC, leaving behind a rich cultural heritage that continues to fascinate us today. Their society was built on a strong warrior culture, with a deep reverence for the gods and the natural world. And yet, amidst this rich tapestry of rituals and ceremonies, one practice stands out as particularly intriguing: the supposed consumption of human blood. When it comes to the topic of blood drinking, historians are sharply divided. Some believe that the Scythians did, in fact, drink the blood of their enemies as a way of absorbing their strength and power, while others argue that this is nothing more than a myth perpetuated by ancient Greek writers. The debate rages on, with some pointing to the lack of concrete evidence as proof that the practice never existed, while others argue that the absence of evidence is precisely what makes the claim so plausible. The debate, though, is not just about the facts, it's about what these facts might mean for our understanding of the Scythians and their place in history. If the Scythians did, in fact, drink blood, it would challenge our assumptions about the morality and ethics of ancient societies, and raise uncomfortable questions about the treatment of prisoners and slaves. On the other hand, if the claim is proven false, it would reinforce the notion that ancient writers often exaggerated or invented claims about barbarian cultures to suit their own agendas. One of the most vocal proponents of the blood drinking theory is the Greek historian Herodotus, who wrote extensively about the Scythians and their customs. According to Herodotus, the Scythians would drink the blood of their enemies as a form of ritual purification, believing that the blood held magical properties that would grant them strength and vitality. However, other ancient writers, such as Strabo and Pliny the Elder, are more skeptical, suggesting that the Scythians were a more sophisticated and cultured people who would never stoop to such barbaric practices. Despite these conflicting accounts, archaeological findings have also shed some light on the Scythian way of life. Excavations of Scythian burial sites have uncovered a wealth of artifacts, including golden cups and ornate jewelry, which suggest a high level of cultural sophistication. However, some of these artifacts also depict scenes of battle and conquest, which may hint at the more violent and brutal aspects of Scythian society. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from a 4th century BC Greek writer named Polyaenus, who describes the Scythians as drinking the blood of their enemies from the skulls of their ancestors. While this sounds like sheer fantasy, similar accounts can be found in the writings of other ancient historians, including the Roman writer Ammianus Marcellinus. It's worth noting, however, that these writers often had their own agendas and biases, which may have influenced their portrayal of the Scythians. So what's the truth behind the claim that the Scythians drank blood? While we can't say for certain, the sheer weight of historical and archaeological evidence suggests that there may be some truth to the claim. Whether or not the Scythians actually drank blood, the debate itself has revealed a wealth of insights into the culture and society of this fascinating people. It's a reminder that history is always complex, always multifaceted, and always open to reinterpretation. In conclusion, the debate over whether the Scythians drank blood may never be fully resolved, but it's the journey itself that's most revealing. By exploring the mystery of the Scythians, we're forced to confront our own assumptions about the past and the people who came before us. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in more videos on ancient cultures, be sure to check out my next video, where we'll be exploring the mysteries of the ancient Sumerians.